Hello students, we are learning Science and Technology Part 1. Today we are going to start the second chapter of it, that is the periodic classification of elements. Students, in your textbook page number 16, there is given an activity. It is named as Can You Recall? And in that some of the questions are given. You have to answer that questions. See, what is the first question? Number 1. What are the types of matter? You have studied in 9th standard. Types of matter. Answer is solid, liquid, gas and plasma. Okay. Then number 2. What are the types of elements? There are different types of elements. Answer is metals, non-metals and metalloids. Number 3. What are the smallest particles of matter? We have studied that the smallest particles of matter are atoms. Number 4. What is the difference between the molecules of elements and compounds? See, difference is given here. Elements and compounds. Number first difference is elements contains only one kind of atoms in the free state or combined state. Compounds, first point, a compound is produced by a chemical reaction of two or more elements. So you understand the first point. First difference is elements contains or elements are made up of only one kind of atoms in the free state or combined state. Means it contains only one kind of atoms. But in compounds, compound is produced by a chemical reaction of two or more elements. Okay. The second point is an element cannot be decomposed into simple substances by any chemical reaction or physical process. Elements cannot be decomposed. Okay. And second point, second difference in compounds, the constituents of a compound can be separated by a chemical process. Constituents of compound can be separated by a chemical process. Third difference in elements, example of elements, copper, iron, oxygen, etc. And compounds, third point, example, salt, water and sugar. Okay. Now see classification of elements and Dobryna's triad. Students, in the slide alongside you can see the page number 16 of your textbook, classification of elements. We have learnt in the previous standards that all the atoms of an element are of only one type. Today 118 elements are known to the scientist world. However, around year 1800 only about 30 elements were known. More number of elements were discovered in the course of time. More and more information about the properties of these elements was gathered. To aid the study of such a large number of elements, scientists stated studying the pattern, if any, in the vast information about them. You know that in the initial classification of elements were classified into the groups of metals and non-metals. Later on, another class of elements called metalloids was noticed. As the knowledge about elements and their properties went on increasing, different scientists started trying out different methods of classification. So students, from this you understand that up to today 118 elements are known to the scientist world. Okay, around year 1800 only about 30 elements were known, and after that the different scientists given the different methods of classification, and that methods we are going to study. Okay, the very first method is Dobberiner triads. Okay, Dobberiner triads. In the year 1817, a German scientist, Dobberiner, suggested that properties of elements are related to their atomic masses. He made groups of 3 elements each having similar chemical properties and called them triads. See students, what is given? Dobberiner triad. In the year 1817, German scientist Dobberiner suggested that the properties of elements are related to their atomic masses. Okay, so he made a group of 3 elements each having similar chemical properties and called them triad. Why it is called a triad? Because it is group of 3 elements. He arranged the 3 elements in a triad in an increasing order of atomic mass and showed that the atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the mean of the atomic masses of the other 2 elements. See what he did, he arranged 3 elements, means the elements in triads and according to their increasing order of atomic mass, and he showed that the atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the mean of the atomic masses of other 2 elements. Okay, however all the known elements could not be classified into the Dobberiner triad. Okay, at that time whatever elements were known, all were not placed according to Dobberiner triad. Okay, because some of the elements were not followed this triad. Okay, now see examples are given here by Dobberiner. In serial number 1, triad is lithium, sodium, potassium. Element 1 actual atomic mass, that is lithium 6.9, and elements 2, that is mean A plus B upon 2, that is sodium 6 plus 9, sorry 6.9 plus 39.1 upon 2, that is 23.0. Okay, actual atomic mass is 23.0, and element third actual atomic mass is of potassium, that is 39.1. Okay, so in a triad, first triad lithium, sodium, potassium, in that the middle element is sodium, so the mass of sodium is approximately equal to the mean masses of the other 2 elements, that is lithium and potassium. Okay, so this is the first triad. Then second, calcium, strontium and barium. Okay, that is also given. The atomic mass of the middle element is approximately equal to the mean of the masses of other 2 elements. Okay, and the third triad was chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, so you keep in mind what is Dobberiner triad. You have to learn what is the Dobberiner triad, and also you have to keep in mind the examples of it. Okay, thank you students.